Prologue. The Alpha. February 15th, 2023.
Dear Diary, just kidding. There is nothing dear in what I'm planning. Speaking of planning, I'm only taking the risk of writing this down in order to organize my thoughts and plans more logistically. There is no room for error. When I finally enact my plan, the elders will kneel before me and beg for mercy. Frankly, I could give a fuck less about them. I'm practically giddy envisioning their deaths, one by one, while their plaintive screams fall on deaf ears. Fun fact, werewolves, even the almighty elders, with their collective gifts and powers, can't survive a decapitation, much less their beating hearts being ripped from their chests. Once I do that, electrical impulses can cause it to beat for up to 6 minutes afterward. Thinking about a heart beating and spurting blood out of my muzzle paints quite the picture. I am literally the Pollock of pain, spattered everywhere. A true artist of the macabre. It is such a shame that they can't regenerate. One death hardly seems sufficient for killing my beloved brother. So here is my tentative plan. I will begin by tearing them apart, my savagery revealed at the first drop of blood spilled. Naturally, I will keep them alive long enough for them to feel the full impact of my wrath and the futile knowledge of their impending demise. I'm practically salivating on these pages as I plan their gruesome execution. I think I finally devised a plan worthy of the vengeance I seek. So, to the details. I will start by crudely ripping their arms and legs from their torsos. Next, I'll savagely eviscerate them with my razor-sharp teeth. A steaming pile of bloody organs gathering at my feet. I chuckle as I imagine the scene unfolding in front of me. Their human form would be a bloody jigsaw puzzle, with a missing piece, of course. I can almost feel the blood spatter coating my fur, and I imagine pausing to lick it off my paws, enjoying the taste of revenge. Then, and only then, I might grant them the mercy that they didn't show my brother. In fact, I think I will. There's nothing quite as satisfying as the feeling of ripping the beating heart out of an enemy's chest, watching the life fade from their eyes as they slump to the ground in a heap of unrecognizable human remains. Ha! That is all that will remain, indeed. My brother didn't deserve to die for trying to build his own pack. If the elders had more foresight, they would have seen the importance of his work. Who cares if a couple of weak humans didn't survive the transformation? Betas exist for one reason: to protect and serve the alphas. The only thing worse than a weak beta is a useless human. The elders are trying to stop impure werewolves from spreading. They want to keep the werewolf gene comprised solely of proven alpha bloodlines. What a joke that is. Proven my ass. That means obedient to the elders. They think breeding out disobedience will stop alphas from trying to turn humans into creatures bound to the full moon. My brother was an alpha, but his mother was a pathetic excuse of a werewolf. She completely refused to hunt and chained herself up during the full moon to prevent harming anyone.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.